President Obama is now being taken to task for asking Marines to shield him during a news conference rain shower.
He asked them to hold umbrellas over his head, over his head, over his head, over his head.
Check out the picture of the Marines holding the umbrella for President Obama as it rained, and the metaphor being, hey, they have him covered. Wouldn't it be nice if he had them covered the way they have him covered?
He asked Marines for umbrellas.
The president called in a couple of Marines for umbrella duty. Many people complain, saying Marines have been through too much training to have to hold an umbrella.
This shot of the president emerged. President Obama hiding under an umbrella. Hit the airwaves yesterday. Look at that Marine standing so erect.
It was a symbolic moment today when the Marines came out and put the umbrella. They were protecting him. Maybe in this case, he should have been protecting them.
Is there a more apt visual than this one? The disembodied arm of a U.S. Marine holding an umbrella over the head of our beleaguered commander-in-chief for him in the middle of a rainstorm.
The Marines aren't supposed to do that because they can't properly salute.
What is now being called Umbrella Gate.
A blog Hot Air is demanding justice for the Marines. These guys aren't valets.
I mean, I guess he could have held it himself, right?
I don't know.
Yes, bring forth the umbrellas unto me.
Wildfires. As the climate changes and the land becomes drier, they're becoming an even bigger problem, burning down 7 million acres in the United States each year, which is terrible. Because without forests, Don Jr. would have nowhere to sit. Now, although wildfires have recently been on the rise, these blazes have been a major issue in America for a very long time. So much so that the U.S. Forest Service even created a hero devoted to stopping the fires, Smokey Bear.
You have so many reasons to protect your forest.
Hey, kids, I'm Smokey Bear.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
My friends depend on me, Smokey B, to voice the plea.
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Ah! What the was that? Forget fires. I'm never going to be able to trust a beautiful woman ever again. Say, Trevor, want to go back to my place? Get the hell out of here, you bear! I'm not falling for your tricks. But yes, for decades, America has tried everything to prevent wildfires. And in California, they've gone way beyond talking bears.
We're finally learning some good news about the wildfires in California. Most of the fires still considered active are either well under control or almost out, thanks to the thousands of firefighters who have been battling the flames alongside hundreds of inmates.
You see all the firefighters in orange? Those are California inmates. This state has been using prisoners to fight fires since World War II.
Yeah, that is really, really interesting. Inmates in California can volunteer to help put out fires that have gotten out of control. And I think it's great that these prisoners are willing to help in a time of need. And just for extra motivation, I think they should be allowed to bring their squad from prison to hype them up as they fight the fire, you know? Yeah, they can just be standing in the back like, yo, get his ass, T-Bone! Extinguish this bitch! Remove either oxygen, fuel, or heat! That's what you do to stop a fire! Now, you would think any prisoner volunteering for a dangerous job like this would be in it for some big reward. But it turns out that's not the case.
Inmate firefighters get paid an average of $2 a day. When they're battling live fires, they earn an additional $1 per hour.
Though they only earn about $1 per hour to risk their lives, every day of work as an inmate firefighter counts as 2 days toward their sentence.
Wait, hold up. Inmates get 2 days off their sentence for every day they fight the fire? That's not much of a reduction. Like, if I was an inmate, I'd just want to keep the fire going. Yeah. I'd just be out there like, oh no, I accidentally turned my hose to the spread fire setting again. Oh, darn. And also, I don't care if they're prisoners. Getting a few dollars a day to fight a wildfire is bullshit. Now, while the prisoners are getting basically nothing for doing a dangerous job, The state of California saves an estimated $100 million a year by using inmates to fight the fires. And what's extra messed up is that despite fighting fires year after year while in prison, many of these inmates aren't allowed to use any of that firefighting experience once they've served their time.
Despite their experience, an inmate firefighter may find it tough to land a full-time job after they complete their sentence. To become a firefighter, most departments require an EMT license, but EMT certifying boards have a pattern of denying applicants with a criminal history.
When they leave that service, they are told they will never, ever be allowed to be a firefighter.
Okay, you gotta admit, that's just shitty. You fight fires in prison, but then when you're released, you're not allowed to do it professionally. So basically, if you're an ex-con walking around and you see a fire, what, you have to commit a crime before they'll let you help? Just like, oh no, that orphanage is on fire. Quick, help me rob this bank. So the question is, should prison firefighters be allowed to enter the noble profession of firefighting after they've served their time? Well, to give us some expert perspective, we're joined by the most noble firefighter of all, Smokey the Bear, everybody. Smokey, where do you stand on the issue of ex-cons working as firefighters?
First of all, Trevor, thanks for inviting a bear onto your show. Hashtag diversity matters. And secondly, I believe ex-cons could make great firefighters. And I'm a living example.
Wait, are you saying that you're an ex-convict?
That's right. Shout out to my boys in San Quentin. Stay hard, my brothers.
Wait, what were you in jail for?
In the 90s, I ran a Ponzi scheme that preyed on the elderly. But I didn't know right from wrong. I was doing a lot of blow.
Damn, that is hardcore. I thought it would be for something like stealing honey or something.
Wow, Trevor, just because I'm a bear, you assume I steal honey? Do I look like Winnie the Pooh? That's racist.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I forgive you. See, that's what this country's all about, giving people second chances. That's why anyone who wants to fight fires should be able to. Except for people who won't put out their campfires, those people should have their dicks ripped off by a bear. But not me. I'm still on parole.
Wow, that's pretty extreme.
Not as extreme as discriminating against people who've paid their debt to society. Ex-convicts should be able to train as firefighters. And that's why I'm changing my slogan to, remember, only you and Cell Block D can prevent forest fires.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Smokey the Bear, everyone.